Welcome. Welcome. We are in pre-calculus algebra. This is your syllabus. I am Ms. Cox, and we're going to go over the syllabus briefly and a couple of things that you might need to know on Blackboard. First of all, this is your syllabus. I'm going to go over it quickly. You should print this. I'm going to go to Blackboard in a minute and show you where I can find this. My contact information is very, very, very important. You have a cell number and you have an email. Please text the cell number. You also have an office number, and make sure you know where my email is. People always want to know about tutoring hours. The center hours is located in Owen Hall. There's some tutoring hours there, and I will be sending out appointment times for you to make with me for tutoring. So please don't worry about your tutoring. We will get together soon. This is our expectations. You're expected to spend 8 to 16 hours a week. It's normally 3 to 6 hours a week on a regular semester, but in the summer it increases to 8 to 16 hours a week because we go so quickly in math. Make sure you go through your expectation sheet. Your materials, this is very important, very, very important. You will be recording yourself while taking your test. More information on that later, but you may need a detachable webcam, and you will not be allowed a Chromebook. You will need a regular laptop or desktop computer in order to take your exams with. So make sure you have those. All other regular materials are going to be allowed in this course. Make sure you have papers, pens, and pencils. Scientific calculator is going to be needed. You will need to be able to scan items, whether you use your phone and a scanning app or some other device will be fine, but you will have to scan work for your tests for me to grade them. Calculators, there's an estimated one there, recommended one. TI-30X IIS is one option. There are other options. Graphing calculators are allowed. However, you do not need a graphing calculator. Topics and assignments. These are your test dates. Please get you a calendar and start filling in these dates. This is a very, very, very fast-paced course, and you need to keep up with your dates. Very important. Need to get started immediately, jump in, and do math frantically for the next 10 weeks. There we go. The last day to drop this class is July 21st. Please make note of that on your calendar. If you start having issues with this class, you can contact me about the possibility of dropping it on July 21st. All right, your grading scale, we have 5% homeworks and videos and 5% little practice quizzes on the MyLab. These are in MyLab. If you're not familiar with MyLab, we'll look at it in just a minute. And then primarily we have tests. We will have 5 tests and exam. Dates are listed above. Your test will be 60% and your exam will be 30%. Your test will be proctored using a webcam. Your final exam will be proctored in the testing center or other approved testing site in person. So please make sure you are aware of those. We have a late penalty of 5% on all items. Please note that Blackboard grade may not be correct. Your MyLab is going to be where your current average sits, and all your grades will be in MyLab first, and then we'll switch over to Blackboard eventually. So please keep your eye on your MyLab grade. That is the one that is accurate. The use of unauthorized sources such as Mathway and Photomath is considered cheating. Many students are now using these, and they are not helping you. If you would like to have help, you can ask me. If you'd like for me to explain to you why Photomath is not working or what they're doing that's making it more confusing for you, I'll be more than happy to do that. But many students resort to using those when they have no other choice. You have a choice. You have me and you have my videos. So please use those first before you start pulling out a unauthorized source. It is considered cheating, and I do have to give zeros for cheating. So all these other policies here in your syllabus are the course policies and procedures. You should be very familiar with these and understand what these mean in your withdrawal dates. Again, the last day to withdraw from this class is July 21st. Again, cheating, you will result in a 0. Online etiquette. We are doing discussions in this class. You'll notice that there is a forum already started. Please make sure that you participate in the discussions, but make sure you use good online etiquette. We are not harassing or threatening or embarrassing other people. Make sure that you are respectful. This is a discussion required to encourage one another and get to know one another. So make sure you use proper online etiquette. The Americans with Disabilities Statement. If you fall into this category, you need to contact Ms. Vicki Williams every single semester to update any documentation that you may have for your accommodations. So please do that. She will in turn contact me. The CVCC homepage is where you can access your Blackboard and your email and your Pirate Mail. If you're not familiar how to log into Blackboard, here we go right here. I will be sending this video out in a email, so you can get this through the email without going to Blackboard, but you'll also have this video on Blackboard. Everything is usually found on Blackboard and sometimes in an email. So make sure you follow these instructions here for signing into Blackboard. And it also tells you how to get the Outlook app for your phone. I don't know if it says anything about the Blackboard app, but there is a Blackboard app that may be helpful for you. I use it on my phone when I need to go in and do something when I'm away from my computer. So that is your syllabus. Let's look at a couple other things. The online course expectations. Again, this is the minimum that you need to make sure you do. These are the 4 top things that will help you to pass. Here we go. You need to spend 6 to 12 hours a week on math. I say 8 to 16 hours a week on math. If you were in the classroom, you'd spend 8 hours a week on math in the classroom. You are going to have to use Respondus to record yourself, and you're going to be recording your hands and your workspace, and it may be to your benefit to get an inexpensive detachable webcam in order to do this recording of yourself. Just a regular webcam like I'm using right now, which just records my face, is not going to give us what we want. So generally, we have to see our hands and our workspace. We need to see you literally taking the test. And so make sure that you think about that this is going to be something that we have to have in order to prove that it's you that's doing the test. You will have to upload that handwritten work. Uploading documents is a normal part of online learning, so make sure you are adept at doing it. Make sure all these documents are handwritten and they're neat and they're legible once they are uploaded. I grade the documents. And finally, you will have to take the final exam on campus in the testing center, or if you live out of town, another approved testing site. You will need to contact me if that's the case immediately. These things are set in place to ensure the integrity of the course. If you cannot do these things, then I would suggest you consider taking a more traditional math class. All right, Test 1 objectives. Test 1 is going to be quadratic equations, graphing basics, and complex numbers. All of these things are reviews from Math 98 and so, or Math 100. And so if it is highlighted, it was previously taught or should have been. You may have skipped Math 100 and Math 98. If you are having extreme difficulties with any of these particular areas, you need to seek out immediate assistance because these are foundational skills that are going to follow us throughout the entire semester. Okay, let's go into Blackboard and see what we have here. This is your Blackboard page. It looks something like this. Let's see, yours will look a little different. Here we go. This is your Blackboard page. 30278 is your number. It is unavailable until tomorrow because I'm recording this on Tuesday. In your announcements page, you have your expectations again so that everybody knows you've received an email from me about that. You click on the Start Here menu, which is underneath that, and you have 5 things you need to do. One of them is watch this video. So if you've already watched it, you can skip that one. We have some documents we need you to print, the syllabus and the online course expectations. I hope you'll print those and keep those on file. The syllabus quiz, which just goes over the things that are highlighted in the syllabus. And then your steps on how to access MyLab Math. And your first assignment in MyLab, how to get to your first assignment amount. This is your Start Here menu, and this is what you need to do. So let's go in here and look at how to access MyLab Math. That's going to be the main thing. That's under the Start Here menu. Then you have the syllabus and instructor information. This is proctored exam information. We don't need this just yet. Our first exam is not until June 6th. That's very, very quickly. This next one is Blackboard Collaborate online meeting. This is where you and I can meet in a Zoom type atmosphere. It's not Zoom, it is the Blackboard equivalent, and you and I can meet there and we can work together with multiple students or just one-on-one. And if you want to meet another student in there, you can. If you have a student, another student in the class that you're friends with and you want to meet them in there, it is completely unlocked and y'all can meet in that online room as well. Email, this is where you can email me. Your grades will be found here. They will not be accurate because your MyLab is where your grades are. All right, let's talk about the MyLab since that's where your grades are. Pirate Book Pack here. What we're going to do for the very first time, and this is for everyone unless you have, I think this is for everyone. You'll go to the Pirate Book Pack and you'll click on that. There we go. And it's going to say reveal access code. So now it's not going to actually reveal a code right here, right now. So when you hit reveal access, there'll be a code right here and you're going to copy it. We're going to hit copy and then we're going to paste that code into another location. So we copy the code and then we're going to go back to get it copied. And then we're going to go back to the Pearson, back to the main page where it says Pearson MyLab. Now, right here, you will be clicking on this every time you come into Blackboard. This is the one place you're going to go more than any other. There's your Pearson MyLab. You're going to click on the Pearson. And it's going to start launching. Now, you're going to see Open Pearson, and you're going to either create an account, or you may already have an account. It's going to ask for you to create an account with your username and password, etc. And then it's going to come to a point where you're going to paste in the code. Once you paste in the code, you should have something that looks like Open MyLab and Mastering. You open it and you will come to your MyLab Math. This is everything. This is where 98% of your work is. So this is what you need to see. This is the course homepage for the MyLab Math. And you see there are 2 assignments due on Friday. One on Sunday, which is actually an optional one. This one that's due on Sunday is optional. 2 on the 30th. And then we have getting ready for our practice test on that Friday. And then you can adjust your calendar, go to May, and here we see more assignments. And there's your test, that green dot right there's your test. Notice that they're not due every day, but every couple of days. So you should be working, once you finish these 2 assignments, then you have these 3 days to work on these, and then you have those 3 to work on those. Instead of doing 1 assignment per day, I just did kind of grouped them up. So, but yes, we have about 1 assignment per day or 2 assignments per day that you are going to be required to do. It's a very intense course. There's only a 5% penalty for late work, so don't worry about it being late, except for the test. We need to make sure we get our test done on time to stay on track. Okay, so that's your MyLab. Your assignments, again, you can find them here in the assignments list. And there are the assignments. The due dates are here listed. They may or may not be in the right order, but you will click on there. You have a video. It is a YouTube video that I created. And then over here on the left, you have 13 problems with which to solve. Please watch the video in its entirety and take notes. You may speed it up somewhat, but this is very important that you will learn what to do on these videos. This is MyLab's homepage, and your average will be here as well. Your student grade book under here is also where you will find all your assignments after you have completed them. Back into Blackboard. The next tab we see, we've done the Pirate Book Pack and the Pearson MyLab. The next tab you see is the Unit 1 information. Unit 1 information contains all your Unit 1 documents. You'll want to print these. There are 4 of them here. 2 of them you will use all semester long, your factors chart and your Perfect Powers document. These are great resources that help you with factoring. Your objective sheet for the fall, you've already seen it. I've shown it on the screen. And then your methods for solving a quadratic is also here. I have not shown that to you. So you have your documents here. You need to print those. When it comes time to upload your test, you see there's a tab here for your uploading your tests. Hopefully that's enough to get you started. Again, back to the Start Here menu. Make sure you go through these things and get started working. Once you're in MyLab, that's it. You just keep following the MyLab, keep working in the MyLab for all your homeworks and quizzes and getting ready for that first test on June 6th. Hope you have a great day. Email me if you have any questions or concerns. It's going to be a great semester.